This is Yohhamgambal. We're back playing Koudelka. Last time we were exploring the monastery, we ran across a thief who tried to kill us with a chandelier. We didn't try and kill us. He said he was just trying to scare us off. But he dropped a chandelier on us. We were not happy with that, and we killed him. Well, Edward did, really. We also got the right key, and we were just collecting. We got a new key. We were just collecting some items. And now we're continuing on further deeper into the monastery. Not much else is going on. Anyways, need to discard some items because we're coming up to the item limit. Thankfully, though, we will be dropping off a whole bunch of items very soon. The glass shards that we have been collecting, we will be able to drop off. I think I dropped them off in this part. So it'll be nice because there's like, what, 6 to 7 pieces of glass? And that's a lot of inventory space that's being lost. Anyways, we gotta look at it first. Yep, more stained glass. Glass is heavy yellow. Anyways, if you come over to this corner over here, here is an optional thing, which, this is an optional thing. There's something inside here, but we don't know what it is, and we can't get to it yet, but when we do figure out the combination, we can come over here and grab an item that will prevent us from fighting a boss. If we grab the item, we don't have to fight a boss, but if we leave it, we get to fight an optional boss. I recommend not fighting it just because the item you get from not fighting the boss is actually better than what you would get if you beat the boss, because it drops an item either way, but the item you get from fighting the boss is worse than the item you get from the item you get from fighting the boss is worse than the item you get from not fighting the boss. So yeah, but I will show you the boss being fought anyways. We're gonna continue. The story. I'll fight the boss optionally, but I will have, that'll be like a separate thing. I'll show you what the boss is, but we'll pretend that the storyline is that we didn't fight the boss. It'll be like one of those clue things, like this is what could have happened, but this is what really happened. Anyways, we have a new kind of item here. It's like a shield thing. It's like a blade. I'm not sure. It's basically Altair's little thingy. And I don't remember if I put it on. No, I don't. I think I put one on in the future just because it does give a pretty decent chunk of vitality. But I don't want Koudelka to be slowed down at the moment, so we just leave it for now. And this door can't go through that way, and you never will. You don't get to blow it up. Kind of hoping you got to, but you never get to, unfortunately. Here's, I like to call this room the clock room. It's actually the library, I believe. I think, yeah, it's like the library, but I call it the clock room. Anyways, there's a high potion over in the corner. Make sure you grab it. Get some wine. Get some spirits, baby. And there's also some ammo to the left, and we will grab that later, but there's no point in really grabbing it now. Uh-oh, looks like Koudelka's having another psychic fit.
December 5, 1895. Rain. I found out that the
320 chickens and 43 pigs were purchased from a supplier in town.
Rain.
How long has been waiting for
Now I only long to sleep in peace with my wife.
Elaine, I just want to make you happy. Will you marry me?
That woman was Lane. She summoned me here.
Oh, looks like someone was playing God again. That's what happens when you try and pretend to be God. Bad things happen. Anyways, if you come over here, if you remember that stone tablet we grabbed a long time ago, if you put it in here, it makes a map of the monastery. That's not what we're going to use it for. What it's really used for me, at least, is when you do that, it makes that wall over there open up. Now, this map could be useful, but I know the whole layout, so I don't need it. Excuse me, I got a terrible bug in my throat today. So yeah, come over here. Go to the door, and there's 2 items. We can get some bowgun ammo, and we can also get this giant disc. Got some blade discs, and some ammo. Unfortunately, this door right here is inaccessible. Some mysterious forces keeping it shut, so we will come back here later. But for now, let's take a look at this disc. We gotta find something to play it on. Play some old jazz tunes. I love me some jazz. Anyways, if we go to this room over here, we can grab some ammo and also another piece of glass. And I think there's only one more after this, thankfully, and then we can get rid of them all. This is a blue piece of glass. And I show you it, of course, because why the hell not? That's the one feature I really do like about this game. I know a lot of other games have it too, and I really do appreciate when games let you examine items and they just kind of have a history for it. This is really something that the Koudelka and then later on the spin-offs, the Shadow Hearts series, I think does a really good job at. Anyways, the 3 statues we were collecting before are used in this door, and when we place them in, the door unlocks and we can go inside. And something is not right here. And when that happens, we know there's some type of boss encounter to be had. And I think I was picking my nose. So anyways, though, I was thinking about what weapon I wanted, because if I remember, this enemy is, the boss is, he does not like, I don't think he has a weakness. No, he doesn't. So anyways, if you come over here, we can go ahead and activate this boss. And this boss is pretty... it's not too hard. It is ugly, though. It's actually a pretty neat design, though. It is the Chimera. It is level 25. HP 4,225. Its MP is 211. It knows fire. Takes half damage from wind and absorbs light. The result of a hideous fusion between... Oh, and it's weak to water. I'm sorry. Duh. It's weak to water, too. I'm sorry. The result of a hideous fusion between man and beast. It is a walking plague and sin against God. Its 3 heads bicker constantly and fight for control of the body. So, yep. It has 3 heads. It has a goat head, a lion head, and I don't know what the last... Oh, you know what? It's probably a dragon head because the statues. So it's a goat head, a lion head, and I'm guessing the last head is supposed to be a dragon. And if you look real closely at its chest area, it has 4 boobs. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just making its intelligence go down because it likes to use magic. It has 4 boobs. Anyways, what's interesting though about chimeras is they're Greek, and its name I think derives from something like she-goat, and it's usually depicted I think as a female monster that can breathe fire, and usually has like multiple animal parts, and it's the offspring actually of Echidna, who is the mother of all monsters, and Typhon. It's either, I never remember how to pronounce his name. It's like Typhon. It's not Typhoon. I know it's not Typhoon, but it's like Typhon, who is the father of all monsters, who was actually used, who was created by, I don't remember who created Typhon, but I know he was used against the Greek gods, and I think in some interpretations he actually does like defeat them, but then is eventually defeated. But it's like a 100-year war or something, if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly that. I do know Typhoon is pretty cool because he has like a body of snakes and he has like giant wings. He's pretty cool looking. But other than that though, this fight isn't too hard. It does like to use that water kind of magic, and it will attack physically every now and then. But yeah, as you can see, it's really nothing. It's nothing my team can't handle. And in fact, this fight is almost over. It is pretty simple to take down. And it doesn't help that I made his intelligence go down either. So yeah, debuffing and buffing up your characters really does help out. It's pretty great. Koudelka is poison, but that's fine. I'll take poison over paralyze, and definitely over... Well, actually, paralyzed I think is the worst, because then you can't move at all. But silence sucks because then you can't use magic, but you can still move. You can, like, use a panacea on yourself. I think this finishes it off. Yep. Its legs are weird, and it's got a bloody torso. Gross. But with that, that is over. Another boss done. Another boss bites the dust. Pretty easy. And with that, we get some level ups. Put in the mine just to, or do I? I don't know what I'm putting in. Yeah, put some more into vitality. It's always good for Koudelka to be able to take some hits. Especially, yeah, you know, it's good because sometimes she does get attacked. I want to make sure she's okay. And no level up for James. Anyways, we got the icon's crown, another icon another icon item. I think that makes like the 4th. We have quite a few. I don't remember how many we have, but they are required later on. Actually, very soon. Has a large amethyst. But with that, we can save and heal, which is always nice. Anyways, you want to make sure you come over to the corner. If you notice, there's a vine growing out of the wall. And you're going to want to look at it.
This one's Mylius. And Lambsbrick. And Michael Mayer. And Kunras Amphitheatrum Sapientiae Eterni. What a collection of books.
May I ask you something? What are all these?
Ancient books on mysticism and alchemy. Ancient science. It's enticing, really. It's all about making gold from lead. It's just a ruse peddled by power-hungry tricksters blinded by greed. But in amongst the trash, there are some valuable works.
Wouldn't that be considered
illustrating
blasphemous?
basic, useful experiments for predicting the laws of nature. Predicting a time when all men will be treated equally. God's will. No room for this argument nowadays.
James.
Hermeticism, Kabbalah, meaningless. Why is it not here?
What?
Where else can it be?
Are you looking for something?
I don't understand. I don't understand.
You don't understand. I don't understand. What are you grumbling about? You're acting really strange. Just cut the charade and tell us what's going on.
I do not like this. We all have our reasons. Let's not delve into each other's personal affairs.
I am not bound to please thee with my answers.
Do all men kill the things they do not love?
Hate any man, the thing he would not kill?
And I thought all outlaws read just simple, stupid
This is
plots.
basically just
You read
Niles and
Shakespeare.
Fraser having a
You're
competition with each
smarter than
other.
you look.
That makes 2 of us.
I mean, this seriously just reminds me of Fraser and Niles, just like trying to outcompete each other with their knowledge on a certain subject. Anyways, though, with that out of the way, we can continue on. We can go through the door. Now, what you're supposed to do is go through the door that was being held, but I forgot because I'm a dingus. Thankfully, it's not too big of a deal, because there's an item there that we need to get further over here. And I forgot that I was trying to do some sequence breaking. I was thinking too far ahead, but I forgot one tiny little thing before, because it showed the cutscene of this opening, but it's not open yet. We need an item, and we get that by going through the door that was being mysteriously shut by a force. So we can go grab that now. It's not a big deal. It wasn't that far away, so that's nice. But we're gonna go ahead and do that now then. Yep, just go through the door. Library, 1st floor. Some triangle hallway, which we can... The door's locked, we cannot go through there. But not our concern right now. Anyways, here we are in the church. And here we have another piece... Oh, this isn't... Sorry, this is the relief piece. Sorry. Look like a piece of glass. Because there's one more piece of glass we need to collect. But we will actually be getting that very soon. In fact, I'm pretty sure we get in this episode. And this is the relief piece. And we need this, though, to open that door that was shut. Now, you can get rid of the pieces of glass right now if you went to the door on the left. But I just didn't want to do it right now. I wanted to wait till we had all the pieces before we did that. It doesn't matter either way, but I just wanted to do it all at one point because I just wanted to do that. And you can't make me do it other ways. Anyways, going back to that room beforehand, we can now open that door. Thankfully, there's a bunch of a convenient box and and an enemy, and a clock. A lot of the enemies we're fighting have been fought before. They're not even like different variants of the enemies we fought, so yeah, not a whole bunch of monsters. I don't even, let me look at my notes. Okay, we do come across one new monster and then another variant of an older monster. So, yeah. Actually, in the next part, we'll be coming across a lot of enemies, so that's good. That's always fun. Anyways, I think I'm going to drop the spear because items that are mystical, but mystical items basically they don't do damage, they don't do physical damage to enemies. They do MP damage to enemies. So they'll just take away their MP instead of their life, which I guess could be useful, but I'd rather just straight out kill an enemy than do that, because it's not like if there was an enemy that did a lot of magic, that did a lot of healing magic, that could be useful if it was too hard to kill him, but there's only a couple of enemies that can actually heal themselves. Anyways, stepping into this room, the music box activates, and to activate, what we need to do is press these buttons in the same order that the music appeared in. So we go to the blue, and then we go to the red, and then we finally go to the orange. You got the orange button's kind of finicky. But once that happens, the door unlocks, the music box breaks, and we throw it away. Because we don't need any more, so that's another item slot we have, which is very nice.
What? What is that?
If you notice there, Koudelka actually mouthed something, but it was cut out. I think there's actually, if I remember, there's actually kind of an interesting story about that. She said something, but they cut it out for some reason.
Is that
I don't
just
know why.
a mummy? Cross your fingers.
That was disappointing.
Holy Savior! The secret of the Fomors from the bottom of the sea. Immigrate!
Appears to be some sort of puppet. Anyways, here we come across a very important character in the Shadow Hearts and Koudelka series.
Document? What do you know about the Immigrate document? Where is it? Answer me!
Immigrate document? Is that what you've been looking for? Hey, you crotchety old fart! I am sick of this! You don't want to talk? Fine. I'll slit your holy throat and leave your body for the rats!
Edward?
Edward, I think you're getting a little aggressive. Let's calm down.
Here it is.
Let's have a non-caffeinated beverage.
I'm on instructions direct from the Vatican. There is a manuscript. It's said to be somewhere in the building.
And that manuscript is?
Right. It's called the Immigrate document.
Is it very important?
For hundreds of years, it was kept deep inside the Vatican library. No one was allowed to read it. In fact, many people thought it didn't even exist.
That's weird. So why is it here now?
Somebody stole it.
Stolen? From the Vatican?
Right.
No way.
Not many people could steal a thing like that from the Vatican. You really have to know the place, or have enough money. According to our secret investigation, however, the wealthy gentleman who purchased this monastery bribed someone within the Vatican to steal the Immigrate document for him.
Wealthy gentleman?
Yes. Patrick Hayworth. My friend.
But it's not like it was priceless art or something. Why would he be interested in a thing like that?
For years, Patrick has dabbled in mysticism and alchemy. He's on the brink of crossing the line, playing God.
Playing God?
Creating life, Edward. It's thought that the ancient druids' forbidden secrets on eternal life and resurrecting the dead are contained in the Immigrate document.
I can't believe that.
Of course, it's just silly superstition. That's why I'm here, to try to convince Patrick to drop his dangerous experiments and return the Immigrate document to the Vatican.
Wow. You'd never guess that a lunatic like that was living here by looking at the place.
According to the caretakers, he lives in the building next to the temple.
They said that?
Yes, they're terrified. With all the crazy things going on around here now. They haven't even seen Patrick, yet they feel indebted to him. They've asked me here to see if I can save him.
So that's your story?
I don't know. One more mystery that needs unraveling.
Well, yes. Anyways, the last piece is in here. But I believe there's... Is there another item in here? I don't think there is. I think it's just that one piece. And with that, though, we can finally drop all of these glass shards, thankfully. But let's go ahead. Can't look at anything else in here. There's nothing else to do, unfortunately. Just gonna leave this mummy man where he lies, and hopefully we never see him again. He's probably not important, like, to any of the series. We definitely won't see him in Shadow Hearts Covenant, or Shadow Hearts New World. Definitely will not. Anyways, let's continue on. Come over here. You just gotta retrace your steps a little bit. Just a little bit of backtracking. Nothing too much. Nothing too major. But gonna do it anyways. Because you don't really have a choice. You kind of have to go this way. Triangle hallway. It is indeed a triangle. Anyways, here we have a new enemy, finally. And a variant. Here we have the Raven Bee and the Skeleton Bee. So the Raven is obviously the little flying guy. Raven Bee, level 20, HP 625, MP 22. It halves dark damage and absorbs light. I'm trying to remember what I wrote. An ungainly fowl. It feasts upon the decaying flesh of the fallen, and it considers the eyes a particular delicacy. Yes. You know, I can't really get into eating eyeballs. It's too gelatinous. I don't really like gelatinous foods. I don't like gelatinous foods very much. And then that is Skeleton Bee. It's just level 25 to 30. Its HP is 1,849 to 2,304. And P19, weak to fire and knows water, and also absorbs dark. But you can also heal it too, if you want, since it is a zombie. But just gonna use some Tornado level 2. I think that's the level 2. Can't recall. I like the way the skeleton, though, just kind of like dances. The ravens actually aren't too dangerous right now. They actually become more dangerous later on. But for now, they're not too bad. You'll see why they're a little more dangerous later on. But skeleton's just dancing. Blah. Blah. Just dancing. I wonder if healing magic is considered light. That might be why. That might be the healing magic might be considered light. Now I think about it. No, tornado's still just level 1. I never actually really thought about that till now. That's interesting. But not all enemies absorb light though. So, and then if you use healing on them, it will heal them. So, oh no, because Hands of Glory do heal from healing. They don't take damage from it like a zombie. I tried that off screen grinding. They do heal from it. So don't do that. Not that they're dangerous or anything, but it does make the battle go on just a wee bit longer, and maybe you just don't feel like doing it. Anyways, though, if I remember, we should be... Oh, for some reason, I must have cut out the... Anyways, the enemy dropped a fire sword. That's weird. I think I accidentally cut out the item gain. That's okay. So yep, fire sword. It's not a bastard sword, which is what I want my character to be leveling up on, but it's a good medium-sized sword, which we will use. Anyways, if we come to the left over here, there is this stained wall over here, and if you put 2 to 2 together, you could probably figure out that we need to put all the missing glass pieces in here. But this glass window also serves another purpose. We can now go up to that lock we saw earlier in this episode and open it. But we will not do that yet. We will not do that yet. We will do that a little later. You can do it now, but I'm going to hold off on that. But you know what though? I'm going to end the video here, and we will continue going through the monsters. So this is me, Yohhamgambal. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Okay. Bye then.